Hello Guardians, welcome back. This is Rightway Gaming bringing you another Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about the Armour 2.0 changes coming with Shadowkeep. So Bungie have just done a reveal stream earlier today, and they basically went into quite a lot of depth with how it works. They literally showed us all the mods and how you interchange them and how things are going to look come Shadowkeep 1st of October. So I'm just going to cover the main points that they covered so that you don't have to watch the entire stream to get the gist of how it works. So from what we know, there's a 10-point system, at least on Masterwork Armour. So you have 10 points available per piece of armour, and certain mods will take up so many points. So for example, I think a hand cannon loader mod would take up 3 points. So therefore, you'd have 7 points after that to slot into the other 2 mod slots. So that's the other thing. Masterwork Legendary Armour seems to have 3 mod slots in total. Whether that differs from armour piece to armour piece, we are yet to see, but it looks like it is 3 solid throughout. So, onto the actual mods themselves. Certain mods will stack, but certain mods won't. So, for example, you can have a hand cannon loader in your gauntlets and, say, a intellect mod in your gauntlets, but you could not have 2 hand cannon loaders in your gauntlets because you can only have 1 of those in one of the slots, not in 2 slots out of the 3. Mods seem to be duplicated in certain situations like they are currently. So for example, on gauntlets you can get scavenger mods for a hand cannon or a fusion rifle or a shotgun, and you can also get that on your class item as well, I think it was. I don't know if they've changed it to boots, but I know that you could definitely get it on a second per piece of armour so that you can stack that special ammo if you need to. Not only that, but it seems that heavy ammo finder, special ammo finder mods, those type of perks don't exist. It's more focused on the actual style of weapons you use now. So if you're stacking shotguns, you're going to want to use a shotgun scavenger. If you're using fusion rifles, you're going to want to use a fusion gun rifle scavenger. On top of that, the cosmetics screen is now separate to the mods, so therefore when you go into your details of your armour, you'll come up with the mod screen. You'll then have to press down to go into the cosmetic screen, and from there you will be able to completely change the look of your armour using any cosmetics that you've got for armour from the Eververse, for example, and it will not change the stats or the mods perks of the armour whatsoever. It will purely be cosmetic, which I think is a great move. Intellect, strength and dexterity are back, which we already knew, but we got like a bit of a glimpse on how it looks, and you can see in the background in the video, it's basically you've got mobility, recovery, resistance like we have currently, but then you've got intellect, dexterity and strength below that as well. So you kind of like have to balance your stats between all them in via the mods again in your armour. So the mods do affect those stats. It does look like certain pieces of armour are going to have a base stat allocated to them, like it was in D1, where you can get random rolls that are going to be better than others. On top of that, if there's a certain piece of old armour from Destiny 2 base game or from Forsaken, whatever, you will be able to reacquire it as Armour 2.0, but it may mean going back out there to actually get it to drop. Whether you can pull it from the collections is yet to be seen. I didn't hear them mention it, but either way, it's a good move in my opinion, because it makes all armour current and existing rather than being completely redundant and useless. A few other things that they topped up on. I'm not going to go into too much detail because they didn't really talk too much about it, but some of the supers come Shadowkeep will have tweaks, and one of the main ones that a lot of people were raving about in the chat is that the Titan bubble will be getting weapons of light back, which means that you can have a sort of warlock well using a Titan bubble that increases all damage for your weapons and to help absolutely grind that boss, like you did in Crota, where you popped that bubble, whipped out your galleys, stepped out and destroyed him. That is basically all I'm going to cover, guys. I've tried to keep it pretty straightforward and to the points that they spoke about, and my overall opinion about Armour 2.0 is it is a great move and it looks awesome. It gives you that complete customizability about your character to make it personal to you, and also to change the way you want to play for certain different actions in the game, whether it's a strike, raid or crucible. It's going to be that you can focus on making your armour purely for that scenario. Anyway guys, hope you've enjoyed watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe, comment down below and hit that like button. I'll see you next time.